Guys, welcome back. Divine Essence Tarot. Let's take a look at Aquarius. All right, guys, and see what's going on. We're going to start with the oracles. Let's take a look at how your person showed up in the connection versus how you showed up. All right, let's see. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine the light on what I need to see for Aquarius. Let's see. Spotlight, limelight, audience, self-absorbed. This is someone who was selfish, whoever you were dealing with. You could have felt like they needed to always be the center of attention. I just heard. They didn't. Part of the issue that you have with them is that they didn't consider you very much. They thought of themselves most of the time. And also, this is someone who they needed to have people around them all the time for validation. And so they didn't have the ability to validate themselves. So I'm getting that they could have had self-esteem issues, and you knew that, Aquarius, because they needed yes men and yes women around them. They needed, to have like fake friends and people around them just to, to big them up, to make them feel better. And I feel like too that this is someone who they like to basically show up how people wanted them to. If they felt that they needed to come across in a certain way for their friends or family, then this is how they showed up. But it wasn't genuine. They were able to adapt and like shape shift, if you will. Okay, depending on the situation and who it was. But this is somebody who was rarely the same all the time. Tell me more, Spirit. Thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, missing you. They're thinking of the times, the happy times, the beautiful moments that you guys shared together. They could have cried real tears behind closed doors over this. The fact that you're not in their energy anymore. They miss you physically being there, but not only that, energetically, emotionally, and they are just filling the void. They are filling the void, guys. 1000%. Tell me more, Spirit. Manifesting abundance, legal matters going in your favor, unexpected money, promotion, entrepreneur, and it says making it rain. Make it rain. Are y'all getting money out here? Is that hey, I'm not mad at it. All right, fellow air sign, I'm not mad. Y'all know I'm a Leo rising, but I am a Libra sun, honey, to the core. Okay, so you're getting money. Your money's looking really good. Your finances, you could have just gotten a new job that pays more. You could be at the same job, but really just getting a higher pay at this time, a pay raise or a bonus. Or I see a lot of you are in sales, so you're getting high commissions. And if you do have legal matters going on, Aquarius, if you're worried about things, how it's going to turn out, don't worry. You have no need to worry. Everything's going to be fine. Things will go in your favor, 1000%. You could be a boss. You could be an entrepreneur, have your own business online or a physical store. But yeah, you guys could just have money coming unexpectedly and you don't even see it. You don't know where it's going to come from, but it's coming. Okay? Beautiful. Let me hold something. Cousin, let me hold something. Opposites attract. Lessons. Not your usual type. Different spiritual beliefs. And this could have been you and your person. Maybe one of you is a Catholic and the other one is a Buddhist, or one of you could have been a Muslim and the other one's a Christian. But if that's not the case, physically this person didn't do it for you when you first met them. They had to literally grow on you, right, Aquarius? They could be a Pisces, or they could also be a Gemini. But this is someone who isn't your usual type, who you would usually go for. But somehow they got your attention. And, you know, sometimes it's not always physical that grabs and gets a hold of us. It's like, wow, this person's personality is bomb. I could look past they ugly. I could look past the face because the vibe is so cool. So dope, right? So, but also I'm getting that this could be that you guys had a twin flame connection as well, where you were brought together to actually learn a lesson from each other. They were supposed to learn from you something and vice versa. Okay, and if you guys don't know what twin flame is, please Google it. All right, it's worth it to look into these things. Okay, now let's take a look at the tarot and see what we have for Aquarius. How did this person show up? And then we'll see how you showed up. Spirit guides, please show me what I need to see. 10 of Pentacles reversed. This person could have been broke when you met them, or could have been out of work. They could have been on unemployment or just at a really low paying job. Okay. Another thing is that this person, possibly they didn't have a strong family dynamic. So for example, you could have been the only family that they considered, you know, close to them. They could have been someone that, you know, they didn't have mom and dad or cousins and aunts and uncles. They only had you. So they were pretty like reliant on you. Another thing is that they could have had a really messed up childhood, and that screwed up how they are now. It really played a toll. It took a toll on their adult relationships and just how they are in general, because they had a broken home they came from. But this person came in and they weren't able to give you that stability. The stability, they just didn't have it in them. You need to know that, Aquarius. You need to know why you couldn't get what you wanted out of them. It's because they didn't have it. They didn't have the capability to give it to you. Okay? All right. Tell me more, Spirit. 4 of Pentacles. So there's more Pentacles. So we got the 10 here and then now the 4. Okay? They were very clingy with you. They showed up very clingy. Very also selfish. I'm getting a very selfish energy. Again, just like in the oracles, they thought about themselves first. They could have been tight with money as well. Like you couldn't get them to spend on you. You couldn't get them to go out and, you know, show you a good time or give you a gift every now and then. Show some token of appreciation, love. But also this person too came in very blocked when it comes to their heart chakra. They, again, they were unable to provide you with that emotional support because they're not equipped with it. Somehow along the way, when they were growing up as children, as a child, they didn't have that. So they didn't know how to give it to you. And I feel this is someone, again, that struggles with self-love. So they can't even love themselves properly. So how were they supposed to love you? Now, let's see. How did Aquarius show up here? Aquarius has 6 of Wands reversed. I'll show you in the upright so you can see. Yeah, you felt like this was a disaster, honey. You already, you could have came into the connection and saw red flags about this person and thought, what am I getting myself into? I know this is probably going to not work. It's not going to last. You probably had, I can see like a pessimistic attitude from the beginning, but you still rolled with it. You're still stuck in there with them, knowing that the probability of it working out was very low. Tell me more. Page of Cups. You still showed them love and affection and care, and you bared your soul. Your heart was on your sleeve, and you didn't hide how you felt about this person, Aquarius. You let them know exactly where you stood and what you wanted from them. And some of you could have I'm looking at the artwork. You could have a sleeve like me on one of your arms, all the way down from the shoulder down. But yeah, you guys had a lot of grace. You showed this person a lot of grace, even though you saw the red flags for sure. Now, what's the advice? What's the advice? King of Swords reversed. They're saying stay quiet when it comes to this person. Do not, you know, if you happen to hear from them, they're saying don't give them, because they're not equipped to give you what you need. Just stay quiet, stay to yourself. And they're saying that they're not worth your conversation. Tell me more. 6 of Swords. They're telling you to move away from this into calmer waters. Move away from this. Love you guys.